Yeah. Big broadcast, y'all. It's the big broadcast, man. Episode 99. Oh, man. Not 90210. We're talking about 90, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in, tuning in, rocking with your boy. Most important part of the finesse, most important part of this, again, is for y'all to smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. Like I say, I'm going to pin this to the top. I want y'all to support me, support your boy as we do this, as we go through this. It's going to be comprehensive. It's going to be legendary. It's going to be big. But there's only one way to start this, man. And we're going to start it with obviously Free Durk. But before we even get into the Free Durk, we got to get into this, y'all. We got to get into this. Hold on. Come rock with me. Like the videos, y'all come in, like the stream. It's called Friday Night Live. Let's go, man. Friday Night Live. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Man, I wanted to start with that, man, because RIP Lil Pup. I like the lyrics of Quando was saying in that, and he dropped this about 6 hours ago. So his marketing team is on point. He held this in the talk for a bit. Quando Rondo should be releasing a track very, very soon. I like this, y'all. I like this, man. And the fact remains that no matter what you think of Quando Rondo, man, he lost. He lost his brother. He lost his homie, man. Before we dive deep into it, man, I just wanted to play this song, and I think it's really, really telling that he has a song called Life Goes On, and Dirk has a song called All My Life. Again, fair use. If you popping in here and come and rock with your boy, you better smash that like button. I'm liking my own video, man. I'm liking my own video. I'm liking, and if you're listening on podcasting platforms, I want y'all to give me 5-star ratings. We gotta fight the algorithm, y'all. We gotta fight the algorithms. I check my analytics, and when I see some crazy ish, like 90 to 95% of people who watch my ish, they're not even subscribed, man. You watch my stuff, you ain't subscribed. You don't have to subscribe. It doesn't matter about that. I don't care about those numbers. At least do me the favor and courtesy of smashing that like button. At least do me the favor and courtesy of giving me 5 stars on Apple Podcast and Spotify Podcast and wherever you listen to podcasts. I want y'all to give me 5 stars, man. I do this for y'all. I do this because I love and appreciate the people who rock with me. I rock with y'all. Y'all rock with me. And the fact remains, life goes on. Little pop. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Let's go. Let's go, man. This is another one I read. Heads up. I want y'all to, understand that not on no side. The only side that I'm on is righteousness. The only side that I'm on is the survival and the replication of my people. I'm saying black people. I'm African. I'm from diaspora. I don't confuse myself as being American. I am Canadian. You know what I mean? I don't confuse myself in being just Canadian. I am a mix. But when I see these things happen, when I see my brothers, and I do consider them brothers, in the streets, lose their life. And when I say lose their life, I don't just mean about murder and death and killing. I'm talking about lose their life even by going to jail for life. I have to speak on it. I have to speak on it. Ever since I started my channel, I believe in 2020, around the pandemic time, I've always spoken on hip hop artists who've lost their life in the streets, who got life in jail, who've crashed out, and I'm passionate about it. Whether I have one viewer, or two, or 30, or 50, I'm not DJ Academics. I'm not gonna have 10K in my stream. I know that. I'm not even gonna have 100. That's not happening. I know that. I know where I am. I know where I'm going to. But I'm gonna speak out today. We're gonna have fun today too, though. We're gonna have some fun today, man. So you better get your drinks up and we're gonna have some fun. And by the way, if y'all don't know, if I get super chats, I'm gonna take a shot. My boy Sleepy Euphoria knows all about that. Mm, mm. But let's talk about some Chicago legends, man. Shout out FBG. By the way, man, RIP to all these brothers, man. I was so happy when I saw do a video like this, and he was talking about both sides of this war. Fair use. I don't own this content. YouTube's gonna clap my channel or play with me. That's why, again, we have to fight the algorithm. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in, tapped in. You better get on that like button, and I better see the chat moving, chat jumping. Rest in peace. Man, what a real one for that, bro. What a real one. That's the revolution, man. That's the revolution. The revolution will be televised, or it will be at least YouTubeized. The fact remains is when he did this, this was, if I'm not mistaken, in 2020, y'all, around the pandemic era, man. Unfortunately, he got shot up and killed about 2 months after this, y'all. Let me actually check the dates, family. This was December 2019, bro. My bad. About 6 months later, he got killed. He got killed. Now he he had a track called "Dead Bees" right after that he released maybe a few months after this, right? But for what he was able to do, this was the revolution within the revolution, y'all. Right? And unfortunately, since we are so obsessed with catching the ops and getting get back and being goofy and ruining our own kind, we didn't see the beauty in this. We didn't appreciate this when we had it, y'all. You know what I mean? Crazy, crazy. Shout out my nigga FBG Duck, man. Major fan of Duck. Hey, 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 my guy EE, man. My brother, man. Good to see you, family. Nice to see you in the chat. You know what I mean? I love do the live still. Of course, family. You know, I'm trying to do my Kaiser Nat. I'm the African Kaiser Nat. Nah, brother. You know, this whole trial, this whole thing about Dirk just had me feel like I had to speak on it. And obviously, I do the lives every Friday. It turns into podcast form. So, you know, I get my little lag, my little something from it. But irregardless of that, I do it for the passion, man. I do it for the passion, man. Well, let's see what goes, man. Fair use, fair use. I gotta play this track. I don't own this music. YouTube don't clap me. Stay in the chat, my dog. EE man, that's my Zoe. Sak passe. Shout out to my Haitians, man. My real Zoes out there. Oh my God. How did I don't know. I just want to remind y'all that this song won a Grammy, y'all. Dirk is a Grammy winning artist, fam. The nigga that came up from L's up on these niggas, one of the most disrespectful songs that you've ever heard in your life, got a Grammy. And that's what makes this whole situation so sad, y'all. Like, I'm interspersing some of my commentary in this so I don't get clapped by YouTube and YouTube don't play with me. But the fact remains is that dude was so talented that he made it out the streets of Chicago, family, and got a Grammy. And got a Grammy. See, unfortunately, in the culture, what's happened is that we look so down on ourselves. We hate ourselves so much that we don't understand our greatness and our potential. The most lit, biggest streamers in the entire planet are two black boys or black young men, however you want to categorize it. It's ISO Speed and Kai Cenat. It's Speed and Kai Cenat. The biggest music artists are consistently black, whether that be black men, black women. The greatest artist of all time is Michael Jackson, black male. The second greatest artist of all time, Beyonce, black woman, right? The most successful genre in hip hop right now is drill music, Drill is out of here, by the way. I just want to let y'all know the drill is out of here. Drill is basically done. But for about 10, 12 years, y'all, the biggest genre in hip hop was drill music. It had some waves up and it's drill music. And it gave birth to so many other movements. I'm talking Brooklyn drill. I'm talking Bronx drill. I'm talking, what I mean, New Jersey. It's not Jersey drill. It's like some form. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The fact remains is the biggest parts of hip hop have been inspired, whether directly or indirectly, by drill music, man. By people like Dirk, man. The people who are running hip hop in the past 3 years, I'm not lying, was Dirk, J. Cole, and Sexy Red. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear it, but open your ears. It's been Dirk, it's been Sexy Red, it's been J. Cole. I'm talking about quality. Now, if I'm talking about quality, pure MC rapping, it's Griselda. I'm not going to cap. It's Conway, you know what I mean? West Side Gun. You know what I mean? That whole team. Shout out my boy Larry June. I'm a big fan of Larry June as well. He's been slowly but surely rapping amazing. But irregardless of that, Dirk has had one of the most legendary runs in hip hop. And when he released this, All My Life, it was a fantastic, still is a fantastic song, y'all. And to see that flush down the drain is not only one of the greatest downfalls I've ever seen, it's one of the craziest things I've ever seen, y'all. And we're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight, though. I'm getting serious, but we're gonna have some fun tonight. Let's have fun tonight, man. Let's go. Mm, mm. By the way, you better have y'all drinks up, man. Better have your drinks up, man. Cheers to us. Cheers to y'all. We made it through the week, man. We made it through the week, family. And as I watch this load, I'm going to brush my beard. Shout out to my beard. You know, got it. Oh, yes. Sweet. By the way, if y'all, watch my streams and show love to what I'm doing, a few weeks ago, I made a scathing stream against J. Cole. And I say this as a fan of J. Cole, by the way, to give y'all some perspective. Look over here. At my top, let me point. Yeah, it'll be right over there. That's J. Cole. I have a poster of J. Cole inside my room, y'all. No Diddy. I am a massive fan of J. Cole. I've always been a fan of Cole. But when he came back and tried to apologize and deride Drake and actually be on some, or I would have washed niggas, I hated that. What Cole's pocket is being the conscious brother. Is being the brother who sets the equilibrium in the culture, y'all. I love drill music, man. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't. I love drill music. But what we need in the culture really It's more of this. What we need in the culture is more of this, y'all. We need All My Life. We need Chicago Legends, man. We need Life Goes On. We need songs and music that's breathing life into the black man and the black woman, man. These are facts, y'all. These are not even, I'm not playing. These are facts, right? And I'm sounding like a preaching pastor, all these things, but let me tell you something. I don't care. I don't want to see one of my favorite rappers of all time. I'm saying that right now. Dirk is one of my favorite rappers of all time. I don't like seeing Dirk in jail. And let me break something to you. He's gonna be in jail for 3, 4 years, y'all. Awaiting trial or in the trial process. The feds don't play. Why am I saying this, y'all? I'm saying this because the fact remains Young Thug is facing a state trial right now. And Young Thug has been facing that trial for almost 3 years. You think the feds, you think the feds are not going to have Dirk in jail for more than three? Man, he's spending 3 years in the bin, y'all. He's spending 3 years in the bin, and I hate to say it, I hate to be that guy, but I gotta be that guy. I gotta tell y'all the facts, man. One of my favorite rappers is going to jail for 3 years. It is what it is. Fact, fact. Mm, fact. Mm. It's gotta count. That is first. There's not in this girl. Um, no. Mm. Facts, y'all. Facts. Try to keep you down. Let me tell y'all something, man. All your life, people are gonna try to keep you down. People are gonna try to keep you down. They're gonna try to ish on you. They're trying to say all this and do everything against you. You just gotta push forward. You gotta push P. You gotta push forward, man. And I'm gonna play two more Dirk songs before we get into it, man. We gotta get into it. Let's get into it. By the way, this is one of my favorite songs by Dirk. I want y'all to get in the chat because it's not showing in the chat the song. So get in the chat. Which song is this? I'm gonna play it, but which song is this? Tell me the name of the song. I'm gonna be watching the chat. Talk in the chat. Tell me what you sipping on. By the way, shout out to Alicia Keys' fine ass. She don't put on makeup a lot either, so that's a bold thing because a lot of women do need makeup. You know, a lot of you niggas need makeup too because you ugly as sin. But she ain't ugly as sin. She's allowed to do that. You know what I mean? Some of you niggas need to wear 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chains in order to be somewhat attractive to any kind of women. Y'all have no swag. Y'all have no mouth game. Y'all have nothing. You need it. You need to flash that money in front of that female because you have such insecurities about yourself. You're a bitch. You're a bitch, man. And I say that respectfully, very respectfully. Right. And now we got to talk about some of the women. Some of these women out here, they need all the enhancement, man. They need BBLs, they need lip fillers, they need makeup out the They spend 30 minutes to 45 to get ready to go chill with a dirty D drug dealer. It is what it is. Offering nothing to the table but your knees, man. But your knees. And you go on your knees, and when you sucking it, you're not sucking it with the veracity that we like. You're not doing it like you're supposed to do it, so we have to somehow replace you. I'm sorry to say that, baby. But you can do better, and I believe in you. And I talked all about this because Alicia Keys' fine ass is on the screen. Shout out to Alicia Keys' fine ass. Let's go. I'm gonna give y'all credit. If you do not need chains, if you do not need money, if you don't need physical, immaterial things to be beautiful and be great, you better get in the chat and say, that's me. I'm gonna get in the chat and say, that's me. That's me, man. That's me, man. Irregardless of who you are and what you're going through, that's me. Somebody who does not need the material lane to be better and be great and be who you really are and exude the greatness that you have within yourself. And I'm talking about this because it relates, y'all. It all adds up. And nobody in the chat has told me about what song this is. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I don't own this music. Belongs to Smirk. You see what the internet does, right? That bar right there. Let me play it back. Let me play it. See, that's facts, y'all. Like, how am I sacrifice Vaughn when I'm the only one who reached for his hand? See, I'm gonna make this perfectly clear, and y'all probably know this. I'm not a street dude, man. Have I done potentially street activities? You guys will never know because you're part of the internet, and why would I talk about that? I'm a civilian, y'all. I'm a civilian like everybody else who's listening to this podcast, this stream, and everything, right? There was rumors that, or internet people who were saying that Dirk had sacrificed Vaughn. Dirk said, "How could I sacrifice Vaughn when I'm the only one who reached for his hand?" Yes, exactly, y'all. As much as we love King Vaughn, and I'll say this, I like King Vaughn's music. Him as a person, questionable, man. He's demonic. It is what it is. But the fact remains here is that Dirk reached out for his hand. Let me repeat. Dirk reached out for his hand. Third time's a charm. Dirk reached out for his hand, y'all. And by the way, we're not covering any other topics on this stream. We're going straight Dirk. We're going straight real music. We're doing it the whole time. We're not going to talk about nothing else. There's no point of talking about anything else because this is the most important, one of the most important streams I've ever done. Dirk was the only person who reached out for his hand, y'all. He's the only person who reached out his hand to reach out and grab King Von, who was, I'm be real, he was a shooter. He was the guy who was catching bodies, reached out for his hand and picked him up and said, "Yo, I'm gonna pick you up and get you out of here, y'all." She's the one who did it. And then you idiots on the internet are going out of your way to say that this person tried to sacrifice a person who he helped get out of poverty, man. OTF is all Dirk, man. A lot of these bum ass niggas on OTF would achieve nothing. Would just be back in the hood, back in Chicago, doing effery and ending up in jail or dead. Vaughn was going to end up in jail or dead. And by the way, rest in peace. But Vaughn died doing things that he was supposed to be doing in Chicago and leaving behind. Shout out to my 2 Chainz. I look fresh with these 2 Chainz. It is what it is. The fact remains here is that Vaughn crashed out. But the person who reached out of his hand to pick him up was Dirk. And that's the curse of being the most talented person, being the boss, being the head honcho, man. Not everybody can come with you, man. And unfortunately, being the boss, being the money getter, being the real top, unfortunately, that comes with a sacrifice, with a price. That's why the feds got Dirk. That's why the feds went out of their way to get Dirk. We got three people in the building, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm doing a cheers to y'all. Cheers to us, man. Let me know what y'all sipping on in the chat. Mm. I like that line. I like that bar, man. I really like it. Let's go. I kind of like that line, y'all. I kind of like that line. You know what I mean? Let's run that back. Let's run that back. I appreciate y'all for being in the chat here with me again. Shout out to my man man. The Zoe. See, I send money to jail. I send money to funerals, even though they going to hell. Right? Just think about that, man. This is the problem, or one of the curses of being successful, man. Suffering from success, man. More money, more problems. Biggie told us that. See, when you're the head, when you're the honcho, man, people can't, they're not crying for you. But here, you have Dirk talking about the pain and struggle, y'all, of being the leader, of being the boss. He's paying for funerals for niggas he knows is going to hell. He's sending money to jail to snake rat niggas who are going to tell on him and who have actually told on him. I'm not saying that Dirk is a saint. He's far from it. He ain't no saint. He's far from it, man. I know that. You know that. Everybody knows that. But the fact remains is that he has to hold multiple people down. That's what happens a lot in the black community, especially if you got some bread. Everybody has their handout looking for a handout. That's the problem, man. And when you're a rap star, and when I say star, I mean he's a superstar. When you're selling out the United Center, man. And let's tell you, let me actually search up how many seats United Center, United Center in Chicago. You know what I mean? Let me search up the capacity. He sold that out, y'all. United Center has a capacity of 23,500, y'all. He sold it out. When you're selling it out to that capacity, when you have that much clout, when you have that much power, right? Everybody has the handout looking for a handout, and he's paying for funerals because he knows these niggas going to hell because they done pop niggas, man. They done terrorized their communities, man. They've crashed out. And the worst part of this is that unfortunately Dirk crashed out. And if you didn't know the song, it's Paley Coat Therapy Session. It has featuring Alicia Keys, fine ass. Fantastic song, y'all. Fantastic song, Pele Coat. I highly recommend y'all give that a look, man. We're gonna go to two more classics. And we're building to something, man. We're building to something. I appreciate y'all for even being here and even rock with your boy 40 minutes in, man. I'm feeling a 3 hour stream, but I don't want to go all 3 hours, man. Get in the chat. Should I do 3 hours today? I kind of want to, I kind of don't. But we have a lot of fun here. We have a lot of good times in the chat. And you know what? I'm feeling a little buzzy. You know what I mean? We're gonna see how we feeling. We're gonna see how we vibe. That's a forecasting. That's a forecasting because that came off Dirk's album 7-20. You know what I mean? 2 years ago. Let's run that back. Fair use, fair use, fair use again. Fair use. I do not own this content, y'all. Some of this might get spliced up again. If y'all want the full raw content, I'm gonna be putting it on my Patreon, y'all. Patreon, I'm gonna have the full unadulterated content. I'm gonna have to splice up and edit some of this as part of some YouTube ish I'm talking about. If y'all get the chance, get on my Patreon over here. I believe it should be also a link in the bio. Very, very soon. Show love. I appreciate y'all more than you know. Uh, I just want to dissect that one lyric before we get into it, before we ride into it. When we're talking about this man, Dirk, in federal, you know what I mean, in that Federal Nightmare song, man, by Lil Durk, the first few bars, man. The first few lines. Let's just catch him. Let's just catch him here. Let's just catch him. It says, delete my iCloud if I think they really on me though. When trial came, it ain't your phone, it be your homie though. He understand with his head down like he don't know me though. It ain't no point in no getting no lawyer if your homie told. Bars. He was with you on them late nights and them fast cars and them ski masks. If you mad, then I'm mad. Then he mad, then he glad. Incredible witness got every code to my keypad. Couldn't hold it down, nigga. Jumped right off the deep end. This is foreshadowing, y'all. This is foreshadowing because the reason that Dirk is in jail right now is because literally a nigga told on him that was part of his clique. We're gonna get deeper into this. We're gonna get deeper into this, but I think that Dirk is not stupid. I think his people are stupid. I think that when you're the leader, when you're the head honcho, unfortunately, one of the curses is that people involved with you, people who rock with you, people you think are part of your team are going to be on some Judas ish. Who is Judas, man? If you do not know who Judas is in the Bible as the person who betrayed Jesus to the Romans, and the Romans hence unalived them, man. The Romans unalived Jesus Christ, man. They killed him. They killed him, right? And Jesus himself knew that Judas was going to be Judas and do what he had to do. Same way, I'm not comparing Dirk to Jesus Christ. I'm comparing Dirk to somebody who is the only breadwinner in his camp that realized that he had some snakes and rats in his camp and released a song called Federal Nightmares because he had nightmares of the feds getting to him because dude was doing dirt. And we're not gonna be out here and pretend like Dirk didn't know he knew he was doing dirt, but he knew he had rats in his camp. Let's go, man. There's something I want to mention. Dirk talks about this a lot. He's like a functioning drug addict, man. I just want to mention that Dirk is a functioning drug addict. He rap about perks, he rap about lean all the time. He's a functioning drug addict, man. A lot of these rappers, man, and I kind of get it, they are in such turmoil. They're in such pain. They're in such chaos that the only thing that helped them stay sane or give them some kind of peace is the drugs. And by the way, the drugs can also be pussy, just a heads up. It can be pussy too, meaning they crash out on the punani, meaning they just smashing everything. So the poom poom becomes a solace, dopamine pleasures, man. So when Dirk talks about all the perks he taken, he's making a reference mm, to his drug issues, man. By the way, shout out to my boy Eman. Shout out my Zoe. But if you listen to a lot of Kodak Black music, Kodak Black admits to doing meth, y'all. I'm not joking. Kodak Black he raps about doing meth, man. Y'all think I'm playing. There's multiple bars of Kodak talking about doing meth. This is one of the greatest rappers of our generation. Shout out Kodak, man. I love Kodak. But he's a functioning drug addict, y'all. If y'all seen his interview with Drink Champs, Nori and them, dude was on drugs. See, with everything that Dirk has been through as a person who was in Chirac, was popping off in them times in 2012, 2013, you don't think this dude has been through a lot? He's been through a lot. That's not an excuse to be a drug addict, but I understand because he had to go and find solace in the drugs, family. He found peace in drugs, man. It is what it is. If your wife and a bitch that the guys have been with is kind of but I know some of you niggas will, and some of you niggas have. There's a reason. It's a reasoning, it's an explanation as to why this is going on. By the way, like the stream as y'all pop in, man. Our last Dirk song before we get to the full stream. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm rocking with y'all. Let's have a cheers. Tell me what you sipping on in the chat. Let me know what you sipping on. Or if you're sipping nothing, sipping water, sipping air, you're already winning because you're alive. Cheers. Let's go, man. Let's go. Fair use, fair use. I do not own I do not own doing the YouTube thing. Let's go, man. I'm doing the YouTube thing. Let's go. Man, we vibing tonight. We vibing tonight. By the way, I want to let y'all know that that track came out about literally, let's say, 2 or 3 days before the feds grabbed him. And I gotta play this Dirk. I'm in the Dirk wave tonight. I'm in the Dirk wave tonight. It is what it is. We having fun out here. We are celebrating a man who is going to be in bars for a good amount of that because he has a track with Lil Zay Osama called "Fuck My Cousin." His cousin Lil Zay Osama is currently in jail for a gun charge, and unfortunately, Dirk himself is going to be in jail now for a murder charge. Man, ain't that crazy how life goes, man? Ain't that crazy how life goes? Again, fair use. Mm-mm. Your boy getting the burst. Let's vibe out. Let's vibe out too. We got one more song. We got one more song. And I have to pause this. I have to pause this for fair use purposes in terms of, you know what I mean, making this stream monetized. I can't play it thoroughly because YouTube has crazy, insane laws and rules, man. Let's go. Let's go. By the way, fair use, my peoples. Obviously, I do not own this piece of content, and it belongs to Universal, whatever label that Dirk is at, man. What's kind of sad is that this is like one of Dirk's OGs that's warning him about the potential of all that he's doing and all that he's saying that he has a chance to not fall into the same pitfalls that him and his father fell into, bruh. So this is really, really important, man. I'm gonna let it run through. Let's go.
What up, nephew? Man, you know what it is. I want to start this drawing by saying,
Mm. You have to overstand, man. You gotta listen to the OGs, y'all. If you want to get access to all my jams, this is what I've been doing with the music because we don't have coverage. YouTube doesn't do that. Get on my Patreon. I'm putting this on Patreon or join the channel membership if you want to support. If you don't have no guap, you don't have money like that, you don't want to support like that, the best thing you can do again is like the stream and get it popping. We're gonna get to the topics, man. We're gonna get to the topics. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run the first video, man. The first video about this whole incident is covered by Poetic Flacco, man. And I don't know what y'all think about it. Get in the chat, talk to me, and we're gonna
Dirk
talk.
has been arrested and
Irregardless of this, I want to say this before we get into it. I ran a poll specifically about this topic, and I said on the poll, I'll post it up. I'll show it all to you. Who do you think deserves the most blame for this situation? And I put in four options. I put four options, man. I put four options. The only four conceivable options as to who do you think is the most responsible for this beef, and I'm going to show you that this is some of the most stupidest low IQ BS I've ever seen in my damn life, y'all. Peep this right now. Peep this right now. Peep this right now. Pre this right now. Look at this. Look at this. I put on the poll. Who is to blame for Durk's arrest and OTF's downfall? Explain your vote in the comments. 29% said Dirk, 29% said King Von, 29% said the feds, 14% said other. About how many people voted on this? 14 people. The fact that everybody is not putting Dirk on this is pathetic, man. It's pathetic. Vaughn is dead. Rest in peace. The feds are doing their job, going against the black man, potentially killing the black man, unaliving him. Other is not really rational, don't make no sense. I give you a great example of this. Great example of this. There's a reason all of us really have iPhones right now. He's the reasons we have iPad. He's the reason that we have Apple as a general, you know what I mean, technic technology company. He's responsible for a lot of that. So he would be, in essence, the head of not only Apple, but the head of the snake. He is the boss. So the success and failure of his company was on him, on his top. The richest man in the world right here is Elon Musk. However Tesla does, it's on his top. No Diddy. However Twitter does, it's on his top. It's because of him. It's on his top. Right? If Tesla fails, it's his responsibility. If Tesla succeeds, it's his responsibility. It all starts at the head of whatever it is. Who's this alleged black woman? Who is she? Nobody talking in the chat. I'll talk for you. This is Kamala Harris. If you're listening audio only, this is Kamala Harris. Right? She is responsible if her campaign wins or loses. Of course, there's variables, there's a lot of factors, but she is responsible if she becomes president or not. You get the praise, the glory, and you also get the hate and disappointment, either or, because you're the top, y'all. Like, this is a very simple concept to understand, very easy to understand. Dirk, again, he is the head of it, man. He's the head of OTF. And when we're going to discover while watching the videos is that he is responsible for almost everything that happens, his decisions. I'm not saying he's responsible for everything, but his decisions led to a lot of things, man. And ultimately, when I see this poll that 29% say it's Dirk, 29% say it's Vaughn, 29% say it's the Feds, 14% is others, I am gravely disappointed because people are not using their brains. It is what it is. Go.
Folks, listen up, bruh. Lil Durk is gonna spend the rest of his life in prison.
They ask me why I'm a be
I don't believe that, but Poetic Flacco go off. I don't believe that. I think you
in
capping.
10 years shit. I say the feds.
And if you want to know why, keep watching this video. So by now we know that OTF members were just recently indicted today for the murder of Quando Rondo's cousin,
This video came out yesterday. It's on Poetic Flacco's channel.
Little Pop.
If you can't get the then you better get his guy.
They used to say, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be singing Slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more.
Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water.
Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car.
Be in the comments a lot.
They kind of chilled out a bit.
Wonder why.
23-year-old was taken to the hospital where he died.
Now, the members who were indicted for this murder, that's currently indicted, because there are more indictments to come. The members who are currently indicted are Kayvon London Grant, aka Cuz, aka Vonnie, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, aka OTFDD, Keith Jones, aka Flocka, David Lindsay, aka Brown Eyes, and Asa Houston, aka OTF Boogie. On August 18th, Quando Rondo landed in LA with his team. His sister was with him, his cousin Lil Pob was with him, and they was having a grand old time. Now, when Quando Rondo first landed in LA, he did the age-old tradition in hip hop, which is tap in. Now, Quando Rondo has affiliation to a Crip set in LA.
Tap in, by the way, means extortion. Wherever you go, you don't need to tap into nobody. What am I talking about? I'm saying that tap in means extortion, y'all. It means that you have to pay gang members to protect you. But you have to understand the gang members are rats and they're snakes. I mean, all people have the potential of being rats and snakes, but the fact remains is that mm, you put yourself in a situation and do business with individuals who are starving, who are hungry, who need money, who have no hope, who have nothing in the streets and want to make money, they're willing to snake you. So keep in mind the Quando Rondo is a rolling 60s crib, neighborhood crib. So he has an incentive to line up with his same gang members from where his gang originated, which is LA. Keep in mind, so was Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was killed and unalived by the same members in his gang. You think that a local person, a local rapper, getting popped by his same gang wouldn't do the same to you or at least your people and give the drop off?
So when
Let's go.
Quando Rondo got to LA, he tapped in. Now, who he tapped in with, we don't know, but it's not out of the ordinary to tap in with your own gang who is in the city that you're currently in. So Quando Rondo tapped in. And magically after Quando Rondo tapped in,
Again, this is a problem with the streets. Let's go.
Lil Durk and them had his drop in his location and what hotel he was staying at. Now, it's still unclear how OTF got Quando Rondo exact location, hotel, and itinerary. Maybe it's a coincidence that they got it immediately.
No, them niggas gave it up. Them niggas gave it up and they told the shooters, hey, give me the money, promise me the money, and I'll give you the location of Quando Rondo, somebody you want to get. Let's go.
After he tapped in with the Crips in LA. Maybe it's a coincidence. But what we do know is shortly after Quando Rondo got back to Savannah, Quando Rondo took to his Instagram to drop his flag and said he no longer messed with the gangs that he was affiliated with. because they F with the opposition. Hmm. I want let's not ponder on things that we can't figure out. Let's move on. Immediately after they found out where Quanta Ronda was, they were in a rush to get to LA. They were booking flights immediately, booking private jets, booking cars, booking everything immediately, and recruiting whoever they could recruit to get to LA on go. Now, the reason why they were in such a rush to get to LA was because co conspirator one, who's listed as the head honcho, put out a bounty on Quando Rondo's head because of the conflict that led to King Von being killed. Co-conspirator one is obviously Lil Durk. Lil Durk is the head honcho. Lil Durk is the one who put the bag.
This is the thing about the internet. The internet is so big that crimes can be quickly assessed, meaning that when paperwork comes out, when indictments and things like that come out, they're able to be analyzed by a lot of these internet guys. I provide commentary. I'm not one of them. Poetic Flocko does that. DJ Academics does that. I give commentary, perspective, and some knowledge, and maybe some laughs. That's what I do, bro.
Up after King Von passed away because he's the one who got the bag to put up. And Lil Durk is the one who authorized the OTF credit cards. Is his label, is his company, and the OTF credit cards
What did I just say a second ago, man? It's all about the head of the snake, man. You are in charge of the success or failure. Dirk is the head of the OTF organization, man. The fans are gonna put everything on him, yo. They're gonna put everything on him. It's just the facts. Let's
were
go.
used to book the flights for all the co-conspirators who made their way to LA to murder Quando Rondo. So they all got to LA. They all hurried and scurried to LA like ants.
By the way, again, fair use. I don't own this content. It belongs to Poetic Flacco. Let's go, man. Let's go. Again, if you want to see the full whatever, everything is going to be on Patreon. Link in bio. And channel memberships. Join the channel membership if you want to have early exclusive access. Mm, early exclusive access. Let's go.
They got there.
Your boy had the burps. It is what it is. See, this is the thing, right? Like, let's say you're taking perks and Zans and you're drinking, you do get some kind of burps. You know what I mean? Don't ask how I know, but irregardless of that, you have to understand. My point again is that Dirk is the head of the snake, y'all. He's the head of the snake. By the way, shout out to my hair. My hair growing like an M alpha, man. I've been on my shampoo and conditioner shit, man. I just need to cut off the split ends and everything like that. Irregardless of that, what I'm getting to again, he's the head of the snake. He is the top dog. When you're the top dog, you have to deal with top dog issues, irregardless of what you got to deal with. You have to deal with the issues of being the top guy. These are just facts, y'all. I'm not mincing words. I'm not trying to say nothing. But when you're top dog, you got to deal with top dog consequences.
They got situated, got their firearms, got their ski masks, got their cars, everything they needed, hotels booked, and they were on the phone communicating in code about meeting up, and they all met up at Quando Rondo's hotel that they knew Quando Rondo was going to stay. Now, they just didn't know Quando Rondo's hotel. They also knew when Quando Rondo was going to leave the hotel and where Quando Rondo was going in his itinerary. So they're in the white BMW. Quando Rondo is obviously in the black Escalade. So they're literally stalking Quando Rondo, following him around, trailing him. Now, Quando Rondo is either very dumb, very stupid, or he hasn't been a street dude for too long, right? Because usually, if I see a vehicle trailing me, and I'm a civilian, but if a vehicle is trailing me, I don't care if it's for 2 blocks, bruh, right? This is when I put the 4 right turns to a test, right? Or 3 right turns to a test. Because if I make 3 right turns and you're still behind me, bruh, well, then you're following me because we just went in a but Quando Rondo wasn't paying attention, probably in his phone talking to the host, and he missed it. So when Quando Rondo and them got to the gas station, probably looking for some gas, some Zaza, all right, a Swisher. You know, they got there, they parked. And then when they parked now, the OTF members parked in the alleyway, hopped out, and started busting at Quando Rondo. Now, Quando Rondo was inside the vehicle. His homie was out the vehicle. So his homie got hit, but Quando Rondo fortunately didn't get hit. So OTF members essentially missed their man. They got Quando Rondo's cousin, but they missed Quando Rondo and didn't really take out Quando Rondo. Now, afterwards, they went to a food spot to speak about exactly how the money is going to be paid out, how it's going to be divided, and who's getting what. And after this dinner, they all went back to Chicago. They all left immediately and went back to Chicago. Now, Lil Durk was in the clean, right? There was nothing tying Lil Durk to this other than the OTF credit cards. And Lil Durk made sure to let them boys know, hey, bruh, when you book it on plane tickets, bruh, even though you're using the OTF credit cards, do not book those tickets using any name that I'm associated to.
So in this case, right? Keep in mind, Dirk is, I believe, 34 years old. My mistake, he's 32, right? So he's been in the streets for a very long time, or at least associated or had gang members around him for a while. He is, well, he turned 32 recently, actually, about Bobby, shout out Bobby Schmurder, literally about a week ago, last Saturday, right? Irregardless of that, he was trying to let his shooters know, people who are involved in this crime, that he does not want them to associate him anywhere close to the crime. Right? What happens next?
Now, the reason why we know co-conspirator 1, aka Lil Durk, why he told that to co-conspirator 3, the unidentified co-conspirator who's probably cooperating, the reason why he told that person that was because that person was who booked the private jet for OTF Diddy. And Dirk is making that person know, hey, bro, don't book that private jet under my name, my family name, or anybody associated with me, bro. Keep me completely out of this 100%. So
By the way, that could be an entry for his lawyers, meaning Dirk's lawyers, to free him. Meaning that could be saying that Dirk is an innocent bystander. Them mans did what they did because that's what they wanted to do, not because I ordered them to. Meaning he's saying, I'm giving you guys privileges to do this because y'all my mans and my peoples, but I'm doing this because I'm not trying to be a part of this. So he's trying to distance himself from the shootings and killings. And I noticed that Dirk had been doing that for the past year and a half. So the lawyers, the defense lawyers for Dirk have an entryway. Does that matter? It does not matter if somebody's ratting. Let's go.
when everybody got back, OTFDD was who received the payments, and he's the one who was tasked with making sure everybody got paid and everybody was settled. So Lil Durk don't get involved, and Lil Durk can be completely out of this. The plan almost worked, but like most empires that fall, bruh, niggas started snitching. And
That's the key here. Niggas and snitching, man. Niggas and snitching. So here's my thoughts about it before we move further. Snitching, in my eyes, is part of the streets. I'm sorry to say, but that's a part of the streets. It's a part of the streets. And I always bring up the same example a lot. And y'all already know this. If you watch my channel, you already know what I'm going to talk about. If you watch my channel and have been a loyal follower of my channel, you know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about one of the most legendary, and I hate to even use the term, but he is the legendary rat snitch bastard of all time. His name is Sammy the Bull Gravano. Look at him right next to the man that he decided to end, John Gotti. The reason that John Gotti died in jail, even got arrested, is because of his right hand man, Sammy the Bull Gravano. But Sammy the Bull, when he testified, he admitted to being involved in about 19 murders. So what he is what we would classify as a gangster rat, a rat gangster, meaning that he's gonna play both sides of the law, meaning being an informant, which is a rat, or a cooperating witness, and a gangster, which is meaning a criminal. So he's playing the criminal and the law abiding side. He's playing both scales of the justice system. He's playing both scales of the justice system. Why is he doing that? He's doing that to save his own ass. He's doing that to save his own ass. Why? Because in the streets, again, the streets are a dirty game where morals and integrity and, you know what I mean, ethics are bent, and not only bent, but they're completely eradicated. You know what I mean? So that's why not only do gangsters hate rats, police informants, even sorry, not even police informants, law enforcement hates rats. Why? Because the rats are playing both sides. They're not going to be solid men who stand on what they did, and they're not going to be fully cooperating police. They're going to be an in-betweener, a both sider. A common example of this. I'm gonna show you the best example of this right now. I'm gonna show you an example of this. By the way, I'm cooking with fish grease. I appreciate y'all for 5 Lil Woody. Lil Woody is the perfect example of the gangster rat, of a both sider, of somebody who was in the videos with Young Thug, was vibing with Young Thug, was a friend, an accomplice to Young Thug. But instead of staying loyal to his mans and staying loyal to the code of the streets, he decided to join the feds. What I mean, the feds, I'm talking about the persecutors. He is the head witness within the state case against Young Thug. Young Thug has been in jail for the past almost 3 years because of Woody. These are facts, y'all.
And that takes us to our guy. Everybody got back. OTFDD was who received the payments, and he's the one who was tasked with making sure everybody got paid and everybody was settled. So Lil Durk don't get involved, and Lil Durk can be completely out of this. The plan almost worked, but like most empires that fall, bruh, niggas started snitching. And that takes us to our guy called OTF Jam. OTF Jam was arrested at 17 years old for an attempted murder, and he spent 12 years in prison and got out March of 2022, a couple months before Quana Rondo's cousin, Lil Pop, was murdered. It's currently unclear exactly what OTF Jam's role was in this Lil Pop murder, but what we do know is OTF Jam was affiliated some way, somehow. Now, after the murder, everybody got paid, everybody was good, everybody was having a good old time, and the feds essentially had zero leads. They didn't know where to go, and it felt like they were going to get away with this body. However, March of 2023, a couple months after the Lil Pop murder, March of 2023, OTF Jam was arrested for another gun case, right? An unrelated charge. He was arrested on, on a routine firearm charge. Now, when OTF Jam went to jail in March, OTF Jam said, "Hey, bro, I'm not about to do another 12 years. I'm tapped out." So the feds came to OTF Jam, had a conversation with him, and after that conversation, the feds had enough to build this RICO against the So OTF after Jam conspirators went that bad and killed Lil told, Pop. well, that right there was all the feds needed. And the feds got other people to start telling and start explaining exactly what happened and who called the hit and who was there and who took the trip and who paid for the credit cards. And the feds had everything they needed. Now, apparently, Lil Durk wasn't caught by surprise. Lil Durk already knew.
Again, what I'm telling y'all, what have I been talking about? I've been talking about the fact that a lot of these streets are fake. A lot of these streets are fraudulent. A lot of these people who claim to be so-called street niggas are liars. They're cappers. They're individuals who will snake out any and everybody. A lot of them are similar to Lil Woody. And as popular and as clouded out as Lil Woody is, he's somebody that represents the streets at such an accurate level that he's relatable. People relate to rats. Why? Because rats are the common man. The common man is not necessarily a rat. The common man is a citizen who is law abiding and is not involved in crimes and is going to cooperate with the police because that's what law abiding citizens do. We pay taxes, we do what we're supposed to do to move the society forward. A criminal like Lil Woody, he catches a body. He catches a body. He works with Young Thug. You know what I mean? But what he's not supposed to do, according to the laws and rules of the streets, is take the stand. But Woody took the stand. Dirk's people, in essence, are going to take the stand in order for them not to spend the rest of their life in jail. Dirk talked about this because Dirk understood his own people. And that's the problem, man. When you are the head, when you're the boss, when you're the leader, you have to take the utmost responsibility. If you had snakes in the grass, your job, brother, your job again is to run away from the snakes in the grass. But also, even before that, is to not compromise your position by giving bounties out to shoot and kill the ops. It starts with you. It starts with the head, man. It starts with leadership, man. That's where it starts. It begins and ends with the leader, y'all. And unfortunately, whether you believe it or not, or you understand it or not, Dirk is so powerful that he not only set his own coffin, but he could have freed and stopped the cycle of violence. See, when Dirk was getting in his power and Dirk was getting on his, you know what I mean, pushing peace ish, he was influencing the culture. The problem is he was influencing the culture in the right way too late. I think there's a chance that Dirk can be free, but let's listen to the rest of Flacco's uh, recording and his reporting.
That OTF Jam had told. As a matter of fact, Lil Durk was expected for everybody to get arrested at his birthday bash concert in Chicago. Like he was expecting for arrest to happen that night. They just didn't happen. Nobody got arrested. The feds probably was gonna wait for the peace treaty to happen, have the whole big moment. The feds probably thought, okay, that's probably too hot. Let's do it another day. And a day or two later, folks got arrested for the murder of Lil Pop. And to be honest, Lil Durk kind of told on himself as well. Lil Durk went on interviews talking about, I don't hear Slap-a-Von no more. I wonder why. Lil Durk sampled Quantarano saying, no, no, crying after Lil.
By the way, that's the song "War About It" on Almost Healed, where he dry snitched on himself and basically explained that he himself, Dirk, he dry snitched on himself multiple times. He rapped in his songs. Now, look, is that admissible in court? That's what we're going to find out. I don't think it is, but ultimately, he did not make his case better by dry snitching on himself. Let's go.
Pop passed away on same side. Lil Durk is shouting out the California killers and shooters. Yo, Lil Durk calls this on himself. Now, I believe, well, the indictment lays it out, bruh. Lil Durk is gonna get indicted as well. It's not a if, is a when. And when he does, man, this is gonna be used as just a lesson, man, to young black men in general, bro. Ego isn't worth losing your life.
Great message. Great message right there. Your ego is not worth losing your life. See, the bigger message again is not to get involved in the streets. And it's not going to be a positive message. Well, it is a positive message. It's not going to be a popular message because crashing out is what the internet promotes. Crashing out is what society promotes. Crashing out is what every retarded person promotes, man. Crashing out is so encouraged that when a dude doesn't crash out and actually does something positive in their life and actually pushes for peace and pushes for prosperity, he is either clowned, disrespected, or ignored. Clowned, disrespected, or ignored. You are clowned, disrespected, or ignored if you're pushing a message that is non-violent and non-aggressive and non-destructive towards your community. Why? Because the community is supposed to crash out. Black men are supposed to fail. Black men are supposed to be idiots. Black men are supposed to be in jail. Black men are supposed to be losers. Black men are supposed to be lame. Black men are supposed to be in jail. Black men are supposed to be drug addicts. Black men are supposed to be gang members. Black men are supposed to be every worst thing you can imagine, but great. These are facts, y'all. These are facts that the oppressor has put in our mind. So much so that we have actually accepted it. We've accepted it. And we've actually internalized it. We've not only internalized it, but we've actually expected that out of ourselves. Every black man and black boy has had that impasse in their life where they had to decide being an ignorant nigga or being a black man. You think I'm playing? I'm not playing. I'm saying facts. You had an impasse where you decided to be either a nigga or a black man. And unfortunately, in our culture, we have an aptitude to look up to niggas instead of black men. I told you guys I am a big fan of Lil Durk, but will I ever try to emulate and become Lil Durk? Are you out of your effing mind? Hell no. I'm going to show you somebody on the screen, and I want y'all to let me know if you know this man. I want to ask y'all if you know who this man is. Y'all don't know who this man is. It's going to come on your screen right quick. People in the chat will not know who this man is. I doubt y'all will ever know, but I will say it. If you're watching the replay, get in the chat. Let me know who this man is. I'm going to give you some time. Hopefully it doesn't show on the screen. I really hope it doesn't show on the screen. It might show on the screen. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I'm going to make sure it doesn't show on the screen. Who is this man? Get in the chat. Chat, I'm giving y'all 10 seconds. Who is this man? 10 seconds. Tell me who this man is. I'm counting. Who is this man? Y'all know Lil Durk. Y'all know Mimo 600. Y'all know 600 Breezy. Y'all definitely know who, NBA Youngboy is. Y'all know every single detail about Lil Wayne, but y'all know everything about Young Jeezy. Who is this man on your screen right now, y'all? Y'all have 5 seconds. Nobody's going to answer in the chat because y'all don't know who this is. This is Ben Carson, right? When Ben Carson was a young black male, young black boy, sorry. He was told that he is stupid, dumb as hell, gonna achieve nothing, illiterate as a young black boy in Detroit. Dumb as hell. They told him he would fail. They thought that he was stupid. They thought he was a failure. What did Ben Carson do? Ben Carson started reading a ton of books, became the top of his class, became a neurosurgeon, and was the first neurosurgeon to separate Siamese twins. What are Siamese twins? Of course, you don't know what Siamese twins is, but people who are smart know what Siamese twins is. Siamese twins are people who are born attached body parts, y'all. He operated on Siamese twins at the head and was able to separate them. The first neurosurgeon to ever do that. These are Siamese twins, y'all. These are Siamese twins. These are Siamese twins. He was the first person to successfully separate them. An operation that took about 20 some hours. Something that was a medical anomaly that's never seen. And a black man was able to do that. And he was able to do that because he worked his ass off. And I don't care if anybody says this is respectability politics. No, this is what we can achieve. This is what we can do. But they tell you you cannot do it because they want to repress you, black man, black woman. They want to destroy who you are. And you let them. They want you to crash out and you let them. You let the oppressor win because you've oppressed yourself. Nobody in the chat knew who Ben Carson was. I didn't expect y'all to know who he is. It is what it is. Because everybody knows who Lil Durk is. Everybody know who Chief Keef is. Programming. That's by design, man. That's by design. You're supposed to crash out. You're supposed to be a failure. You're supposed to be a bitch. You're supposed to be in jail. You're supposed to kill yourself and your people and terrorize your community. That's the standard. Let's go.
Von's ego is why Von punched Quando Rondo, and that led to Von losing his life. And because Von's ego got in his way, Lil Durk is potentially gonna lose his rap career and lose the rest of the time he has left on Earth and have to spend it in a jail cell. Think about it for a second, bruh. Yo, like, just think about it for a second, bruh. King Von has lost his life. Lil Durk is probably gonna go to jail for the rest of his life. And then 5 other members are currently indicted, but there's more. 5 are currently indicted. So potentially 7 people are losing their life over Quando Rondo. And they're about to do life in prison. Oh, and they got the wrong person. They ain't even take out Quando Rondo. Well, you mean to tell me that Quando Rondo agitated?
No. Flacco is 100% wrong. They're about to lose their life because of their own decisions. You made a decision. Every day you wake up and make a decision. They didn't lose their life because of Quando Rondo. That is horrible analysis. You're wrong as hell. They lost their life because of themselves, family. They lost their life because of themselves. They have nobody to blame but themselves. They have nobody but to look in the mirror and says, I did that and I'm the reason that happened. And the biggest person to blame again is Dirk because Dirk, he had the opportunity not only to be the voice, but to be the spokesperson. Not only to be the voice, but to be the man. You don't have to be the voice, you can be the man. And what does the man do? The man does things that they are not looked at as popular, as great at first, but then you'll be respected long term. Your glory will come later. Won't come quick, it'll come later because these are what men leaders are supposed to do. If you're a leader, you have vision. By the way, Dirk, I'm gonna give Dirk this credit. He would have got away with this if he didn't have dumb, stupid, out of pocket followers. Like Flacco was talking about. The people who are working with Dirk on this hit on Quando Rondo not only missed the target, but they implicated him with the paperwork, and three, they snitched on him. They ratted on him. So he had three failures. Part of being a leader is recognizing when your people are slipping up. And that's the problem. He did not recognize that his people were slipping up in so many ways. And unfortunately, he took the hit because the head gets hurt more than the legs. Let's go, man. Let's finish it.
Quando Rondo dissing, Quando Rondo being a pest is worth us losing King Von and Lil Durk. Oh, it's just dumb. Now, Dirk, man, good luck. All right. Now, I heard right that the Muslims, all right, have it good in prison. So, Dirk should be good. All right. Now, Dirk, hey, bruh, please, bruh, don't send the goons and the wolves to come and kill me again, bro. You feel me? The last time I spoke on Dirk, bruh, Dirk had two goons at the No Jumper store in LA on Melrose looking for Flacco. We have it on camera. That's a fact. So, hey, bruh, I'm just a journalist, homie. Please don't send the wolves to come and get me again, bro. You feel me? Hey, bro, because I'm not Quando, bro. Listen, I'm snitching day one. Y'all let me know in the comment section, bro. What do you guys think, man? Do you guys feel like Dirk is gonna go to jail over?
At least Flacco is honest. He's ratting right away. He's ratting right away. By the way, let's hear some real ish. Let's hear some real. By the way, check out Poetic Flacco if you get the chance. Let's go. Let's hear some real talk.
I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here though. And I'm gonna say some shit that like this is documented. I got a TED talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. They shot my brother, he ran to the house. He died in Eddie Hall when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, this some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to get y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was hard as a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama. Talk to him. Sure. Because I forgave my brother killer, but I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
Hey, like,
straight up, man.
It's so crazy. Yeah, this motherfucker really dropping tears for this shit. Like, shit for real. Like,
I love being around the young niggas because, like, you don't understand, y'all niggas got so much life here.
Man, I love Wallow for that, man. I absolutely love Wallow for doing that because what he's having is tears of foreshadowing, tears of wisdom, tears of a 40 plus year old man who lost 20 some years of his life over some dumb nigga shit, man. And man, I'm not saying this is some dumb nigga shit, man. This is some dumb nigga shit, man. Why is he crying? Because he knows what young niggas do. What do young niggas do? Young niggas crash out. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. Young niggas crash out. When you're a young nigga, you're gonna crash out. This was maybe about a year since the shooting. You know what I mean? Since the shooting happened with Waquando Rondo? Because he knew that these young niggas, including Dirk himself, who is the leader, that's why he said it. He said it because Dirk is a leader. He was feeling those type of emotions because Dirk is the only one who could stop the shooters from doing what they were about to do. The shooters were going to do what they were about to do for the simple fact is that they understood that they got to follow the leader. And he's crying because he's trying to reach the leader. The leader has to follow. Let me start from the beginning, man. We need this as a community.
Cause I'm telling you, man.
Fair use, fair use. I don't own this content. $1 million worth of game owns this content. Let's go.
I can name 20, 30 niggas, and my homies is dead. I'm here though, and I'm gonna say some shit that, like, this is documented. You know, I got a TED talk. I forgave my brother's killer, and I'm saying it to say this: nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms in that fucking house that we grew up in. They shot my brother. He ran to the house. He died in Eddie Horns when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, this some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all want me? I want to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was hard as a motherfucker, man. I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mom and my grandmama. Talk to him.
Yes.
Because I forgave my brother killer, but you know, I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
Hey, like,
straight up, man.
It's so crazy. This motherfucker really this shit. Like, shit for real. Like,
I love being around the young niggas because, like, you don't understand. Y'all niggas got so much life. And y'all probably don't understand because y'all young.
He's saying they have so much potential, so much life to live that they shouldn't crash out.
But this system and the way this structure is so scared of y'all because they saying if these niggas ever turn that light cut on in their head, we in trouble because they the most fearless motherfuckers that ever walked the planet Earth. These young black brothers in the ghetto don't fear nothing. So when you switch that shit and you do an energy transfer, oh, it's over. Y'all nigga ever wake up, it's over, man. Watch. I'm telling you, niggas gonna wake up. It's gonna happen.
And see, for Wallow, right? He always talked to me and he like, cuz you just don't understand how many young niggas I used to see come through that motherfucking jail, man. Young niggas who was just full of life. Just now them niggas in there facing that motherfucking homicide. And now them niggas they be done. Them niggas just all of life done left them niggas. Them niggas come from that courtroom. Them niggas done got that 111 years. Them niggas be done, cuz. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we base our whole platform around the young niggas. We don't give a fuck. You know, if we get an old nigga, it's because he a
No, yo, Gilly, you's a goofy. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But what Wallow said was extremely valid. It's extremely valid because niggas are gonna want to crash out. And you, as a leader, as a head of the table, your job is to not have young niggas crash out. Not have young niggas crash out, man. I'm sorry to say this, man. Oh my God, bruh. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, bruh. Like I say this all with all due respect. But some niggas have to crash out, unfortunately. But Wallow here was saying you don't have to find that circle, bro. You don't have to, but it went out one ear and out the other. It is what it is. But Wallow said you don't have to get that get back, and he was crying because he wants to see black men succeed. He wants y'all not to crash out and be a statistic. Now let's just do that again.
Sure.
Because I forgave my. He ran to the house, man. I can name 20, 30.
I had to run that back. It's so
niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here though. And I'm gonna say some shit that, like, this is documented. You know, I got a TED talk. I forgave my brother's killer.
By the way, you know the effed up part about YouTube is they're gonna censor me and they're gonna play games with me. But this is such an important topic. that they are going to censor this because I have $1 million worth of game, by the way, covered underneath fair use. And they're going to censor this. They're going to censor this. They're going to find ways to play games with me on my channel. Again, this is why liking, subscribing, and supporting me so I can speak is important. I want to speak honestly. I want to speak truth to power. I want to go off. I cannot because we have censorship, at least some kind of moderation on YouTube. It is what it is. You want to support me? Very simple. Smash that like button. That's it. Free as hell. Free service you can do. Subscribe if you want to. Share the stream to everybody. Share what I'm doing to everybody. I'm trying to send a message of positivity into the black man in not only America, but in Canada, around the diaspora. I want black people, specifically black men, to do better, man. That's my message, man. I'm trying to show y'all another way. Gilly and Wallow are multi-millionaires and they're making more money than rappers because they're doing things that are different in the community, man. Different. Man, we gotta listen to Wallow's message again because this is when he had an interview with Durk and OTF in the trenches. And he foreshadowed what would have happened. Why? Because Wallow is a grown man. Why? Because Wallow understands wisdom. Why? Because Wallow was in the jail cell for 20 years, y'all. 20. 2-0. Let's go, bro.
Because I'm telling you, man, I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here, though. And I'm going to say some shit that, like, this is documented. You know, I got a TED Talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. They shot my brother. He ran to the house. He died in Eddie Horn when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, this some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to get y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was hard as a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama. Talk to him. Sure. Because I
Real shit. Clap for that black man. I'm gonna clap for him. Taking responsibility for kids who ain't yours. That's the community, man. Anyways, man, let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. This the realest ish y'all ever seen, man. Shout out to Wallow. Shout out to every black man out there taking care of kids who are not yours, at least saving the community. Let me make this abundantly clear. You as a black man or even a black woman, I know I have low viewership from women. It is what it is. If you are a black person and you're taking care of responsibilities beyond your extent, do not do it. This is going to sound messed up, but I'm going to say it. Do not do it. Take care of yourself first, man. Do not take the burden of others on your own back. Take care of you first, man. A lot of niggas are out here struggling, taking the pain, the sorrow, the expense of other dysfunctional black people on their back. If you have greatness in you, if you are who you are, do not put that burden on your back. Let's go, bro.
I forgave my brother killer, but you know, I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
Hey, like,
straight up, man.
It's so crazy. And this motherfucker really dropping tears for this shit. Like, Shit for real, like.
I love being around the young niggas because, like, you don't understand, y'all niggas got so much life, and y'all probably don't understand because y'all young, but this system and the way this structure is so scared of y'all because they said if these niggas ever turn that light cut on in their head, we in trouble because they the most fearless motherfuckers that ever walked the planet Earth. These young black brothers in the ghetto don't fear nothing. So when you switch that shit and you do an energy transfer, oh, it's over. Y'all nigga ever wake up, it's over, man. Watch it. I'm telling you, niggas gonna wake up. It's gonna happen.
And see, for Wallow,
Again, you have so much power in you that they told you you don't have power. That's the oppressor. The oppressor told you you're lame. The oppressor said you're weak. The oppressor said that you were all this and all that. But you believed them. And that's the L right there. That's the L right there. And we're going to talk about some Chicago people who saw the potential of Durk and saw what he could have been. And Durk, honestly, I'm going to be real, as a leader, he had that message from Wallow, prophetic message, go in one ear and out the other. If he had forgiven or had less vengeance towards Quando Rondo, this man would be free. But let's hear what King Yella has to say. King Yella is
We
an
go, King
individual
Yella.
who has been connected to the streets of Chicago, was a savage, was in the streets, and decided, I'm going to do something different and be a content creator. Ingenious move. He decided to move away from Chicago and go to Las Vegas, LV. Why? Because he had more potential there. And people clown King Yella. They clown him relentlessly on the internet. But guess what King Yella does? He don't give a F. And I respect that so much more than anything else. When you don't care and you live life on your own terms, you're a winner. So I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna be right back.
King Yella. King Yella. King Yella. King Yella.
Hey yo, it's your boy King Yella, man. For the people that don't know, on the Lil Durk case, the reason, I'm gonna give y'all the reason why OTF Jam snitched on Lil Durk. So, in jail, OTF Jam was talking down on them, mainly Booney Mo. Him and Booney Mo called a case, and he.
By the way, I want to say this. What happened to being fly and getting to the hoes, man? I'm just going to keep it real. What happened to being fly and getting to the honeys, man? What happened to being fly, getting fresh, getting to the shorties and having fun and enjoying your life? What happened to that? Y'all were so soft that you decided I would rather get some get back and be a whole female dog than get to the money and get to the shorties and get to live on life as a grown man. Y'all decided to do that. Why did you decide to do that? I know why you decided to do that, because you have anger and hate in your heart. Shout out to the real ones who decided, I'm not going to be a mother effing statistic. I'm going to be great. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not going to follow the MFing crowd. Shout out to King Yella. Or as y'all say, Queen Teller, whatever you want to do. Talk to him, bro. Talk to him about this whole case. Let's go.
Hey yo, it's your boy King Yella, man. For the people that don't know, on the Lil Durk case, the reason, I'm gonna give y'all the reason why OTF Jam snitched on Lil Durk. So, in jail, In jail, OTF jail was talking down on them, mainly Booney Mo. Him and Booney Mo caught a case and he did the time. He was mad Lil Durk kept rocking with Booney Mo and wasn't going to stop messing with him. Knew it was real because Booney Mo was locked up and they wasn't rocking. They was locked up together. So they caught a case together in jail together, but they was not messing with each other. So they both did all that time. So maybe because Booney Mo did a lot of time too. So, but I think Booney Mo only did like 8, 9, or 10. He did like 10. I think Booney Mo came home before OTF Jam. They was locked up, and they wasn't rocking. Okay. We'll go to the next one. And another reason why OTF Jam snitched. OTF didn't help when OTF Jam baby mama was murdered. OTF Jam baby mama was murdered while he was locked up, and I had him thinking the worst about that situation. They was locked up in Sheridan Correctional Center. So this is the reason why he snaked out Lil Durk. He snaked out Lil Durk because you see Durk is more rocking. So, you know, people pay attention. He's probably paying attention and mad that Durk was putting more time and effort into Booney Mo. He had Booney Mo around. And y'all see the rat OTF Jam. Y'all see his mug shot or his pictures and just look at him. He looked like he been through a lot, and he looked like he had a hard time in prison. He looked like, you know, even there's an interview where he's talking about, oh, Durk took care of me in jail. He gave me $50,000 when I came home, but the look on his face, he had ill intentions. It did not sit well with me. It did not look right. It looked like, some cat, or I'm gonna get you. But they caught the case together. Maybe he was mad that whatever happened, they did the time. I forgot what they went to jail for, but that they.
Man, you saying all those words, King Yellow. The fact is that nigga was hating, man. Let's stop pretending. Let's stop playing the game. Let's stop bullshitting. That nigga hated Durk. That resentment, that hatred, that Judas energy was on him. It was on him, man. It was on him. And we try to like make excuses and whatever we want to do for other niggas or whatever they doing and all these things. No, the fact remains is that man hated on that other man for the simple reason that he hated on that man. Like, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to say, man? Let's stop playing games and mincing words. That man hated that other man, that OTF tell or whatever the hell he's saying. He was telling on Durk because he hated Durk. He hated his position. Hypnotized with hatred, man.
And I had him thinking the worst about that situation.
And I had to scroll it back because we had to scroll it back again. King Yella, tell him what it is.
Maybe because Booney Mo did a lot of time too. So, but I think Booney Mo only did like 8, 9, or 10. He did like 10. I think Booney Mo came home before OTF Jam. They was locked up, and they wasn't rocking. Okay. We'll go to the next one. And another reason why OTF Jam snitched. OTF didn't help when OTF Jam baby mama was murdered. OTF Jam baby mama was murdered.
So again, niggas who you helped out, who you looked out for, will literally think of the one time you didn't get in there and save them. Grown men, by the way, will look at the one time you didn't do something for them. That's the one time that they're going to put against you and then tell on you in order for you to get indicted. Let me make this perfectly clear. OTF Jam is a regular street nigga, man. This is why getting involved in the streets is one of the dumbest things you can ever do to yourself. When you get in the streets, you're dealing with individuals who have nothing to lose, man. Everything to gain on ratting on you, man. Nothing to lose and everything to gain. When I told y'all about Sammy the Bull Gravano, same shit. Same shit. Again, same shit. Look at Sammy the Bull Gravano. He had everything to gain on ratting on his boss, John Gotti. This nigga, well, not nigga, but this Italian mafia was involved in 19 plus murders. And all he had to do was tell on his boss, and he would get away with almost all of it and get very little time. That's all he had to do. That's all he had. OTF Jam, all he had to do was rat on his boss or his whatever kingpin in order for him to get lower and lesser trial. See, when you're dealing with rodents and rats and reptilians and pieces of trash, they will be willing and able to do anything to save their own instead of being men and taking responsibility for their actions. Let me tell you something. Anything I've ever done to take responsibility for. Anything. If I didn't do it, I didn't do it. I'm not taking responsibility for that. But if I involve myself in crime and I get in some kind of case, I'm going to take it. I'm not ratting. I'm not involved in nothing like that. I take my things like a mother effing man. But these rats, these individuals who have no character, no morals, no integrity, are willing to sink any and everybody in order to save themselves. And the reason that he even went off and ratted on Durk is because Durk was not willing to crash out for him. When Durk has already done more than enough for him by giving him $50,000. See, this is what happens when you're a boss. When you're a boss, you have to assess and fully understand who your enemies are, and there's enemies within. The enemies within are sometimes more dangerous than the enemies outside. Let's go there.
Why he was locked up, and I had him thinking the worst.
By the way, y'all better like the stream, man. Y'all better give your boy 5 stars. I am cooking with fish grease tonight. I'm cooking. We might reach. Are we doing a 3-hour stream, Scott? Get in the chat. Are we doing 3-hour streams?
About
We
that
might have to.
situation. They was locked up in Sheridan Correctional Center. So this is the reason why he snaked out Lil Durk. He snaked out Lil Durk because you see Durk is more rocking. So, you know, people pay attention. He's probably paying attention and mad that Durk was putting more time and effort into Booney Mo. He had Booney Mo around. And y'all see the rat OTF Jam. Y'all see his mugshot or his pictures and just look at him. He looked like he been through a lot, and he looked like he had a hard time in prison. He looked like, you know, even there's an interview where he's talking about, oh, Durk took care of me in jail. He gave me $50,000 when I came home, but the look on his face, he had ill intentions. It did not sit well with me. It did not look right. it looked like some cat, or I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. But they caught the cat.
You know what this is? This is Judas Iscariot. I'm gonna finish the video, but this is Judas Iscariot, man. Biblically speaking, this is Judas Iscariot. This is Jesus, and that's Judas laying the kiss of death on Jesus Christ. Again, look at the title of this stream. Lil Durk arrested for murder for hire plot. Is drill demonic? Drill music is obviously demonic because it pulls from the worst natures of human beings: betrayal, disrespect, hate, murder, evil. That's where it pulls from, man. And it's almost fitting that the biggest rapper in drill right now has had an almost biblical ending to his career. Because let me tell you this, man. OTF Jam is the Judas in this analogy I'm just talking about. And again, I'm not comparing Durk to Jesus. Durk is far from Jesus. Durk is a fallen angel who's trying to repent for his sins, I believe. But he knows, Durk, I'm saying, knows that he did bad and he's trying to atone for it. My thing is, again, Durk, as great as you are, you have to take responsibility. But the rat bastard piece of trash Judas was gonna sink your ship. And I believe that Durk already seen this, or at least had warnings of this. This is what King Yellow, somebody who's in Las Vegas, not in Chicago, heard in the streets. Let's go.
Case together, maybe it was he was mad that whatever happened they did at the time, I forgot what they went to jail for, but that they got caught and he had to do more time. So I don't know, for some of y'all go look into the paperwork on that and see the Booty Mo and OTF Jam was co-defendants. And why wasn't they rocking in jail? Did he tell? Did he tell? What happened? Was it just hatred? And then, during all that time, he loses his girl in jail. You on the street, you're gonna go crazy. So you lose your girl.
By the way, like the stream, like the video, share it to everybody around. Let's get this viral. Let's get it popping. I'm gonna be here for a little bit longer. Get it viral, get it popping, share it with everybody.
While you in the pen and you looking for OTF, for somebody to go slide or protect and do whatever while you locked up because you not there to do nothing. And obviously nobody did nothing to save his baby mama or help his baby mama or figure out what happened with his baby mama. So he had a hidden agenda already. And obviously, if they wasn't rocking in jail and they was on case together, obviously somebody told something to anything already. Because I heard that they kept calling him a rat. People kept saying he was a rat before this even happened. So maybe behind the scenes, nobody put it on there, like put it out there because they didn't want to make their mans look bad. They want to make their circle look bad. But the whole time, y'all, if y'all knew he told before, or y'all knew he was a foul person, you still brought him around a circle. And all he did was took a bite out of it. And now he crushed the whole OTF. Lil Fatso don't even want to, he said, you can keep the OTF chat, we'll go back to school. Excuse me. But he had to have hidden agendas about that situation. But what sparked him to just go tell? If he was a foul person and this and that, why did y'all even allow this man in the circle to get out on y'all? Lil Durk, you the top. Conspired or whatever it is, Lil Durk is number one. Number one. Number one.
Repeating the same ish I said. You number one. I didn't even fully watch this video. I skimmed through it a while back, but when you're the boss, you take the responsibility. Let's go.
Y'all gotta be careful who you call your homie. Durk on there talking about his songs. Asked me where I'm gonna be in 10 years. I told him the feds. Y'all gotta be careful what y'all say out your mouth. That tongue is powerful, man.
Tongue is powerful. Yeah.
Repent, ask God for forgiveness. You gotta watch.
Again, we gotta ask for God for forgiveness, and we gotta speak positivity and life into ourselves, man. Another problem with drill music, another problem with drill culture. If you're a drill rapper, I'm sorry to say this, you speak death upon your tracks and upon your people and upon yourself. Words are spells, y'all. Words are spells. That's why in the Bible it said you should pray without ceasing, because prayer is manifestation. The power of the tongue is not a joke. I speak greatness and happiness and joy and success in my mouth and my tongue. I don't dwell on evil. I don't dwell on bad things. I do not conjure up those things, man. I know Halloween is coming up soon. F Halloween. That ish is gay. It's gay. No, it's not even homosexual because I'm not trying to put a bad energy into homosexuality. I'm trying to say that that ish is queer. And I'm not even use queer. It's disrespectful. A whole day celebrating evil, celebrating darkness. I do not have that in my atmosphere, bro. I'm too great for that. I'm too anointed for that. I'm too blessed for that. I do not accept that. Words are spells, people. That's why I put this title of my stream, Is Drill Demonic? The answer is clearly yes. I don't understand if y'all in the chat ever said that or you all ever wanted to say that. The answer is very clear. It's yes. It's obviously yes. Drill is demonic, y'all. It is. I told y'all, words are spells. Shout out Hassan Campbell. Words are spells. Shout out to understanding human life. When you say things, they mean things. So when Dirk said all demonic things, when King Von said all these demonic things, when the FBG Duck says all these demonic things, Billionaire Black says all these demonic things, Lil J says all these demonic things, FYBJ Man says all these demonic things, Wooski says all these demonic things. When we have 501 Kiddo says all these demonic things. Tay Savage says all these demonic things. What you think's gonna happen, man? Drill is demonic, people. And when you have somebody like King Yella here doing commentary on it, I salute him because he's not falling in the demonic trap. He's doing something that the white people have been doing for a long time. He's doing something that the small hat community, I'm not going to say that. The small hat community, get in the chat, tell me what you think that community is, has been doing from the beginning of time, which is monetizing off dysfunction. Monetizing off dysfunction. Monetizing off black men crashing out. And I wanted to make this a fun stream. I will make it fun. I'm going to make it fun. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. But you niggas gonna crash out before you get redemption. Words are spelled. Speak life into yourself. And man, I'm gonna speak big booty bitches inside my life tonight. I'm gonna speak happiness in my life tonight. I'm gonna speak joy into my life tonight. I'm gonna speak joy and happiness and winning in my life forever. I will not curse spells on me, man. And everybody in the chat, I want us to succeed and get life in this. Let's
Just
go.
watch what y'all say. Just now, it's like, damn, all this. Because Dirk was messing with Booty Momo, hanging with Booty Momo, doing more for Booty Mo. Booty Mo bust down, but Moody, listen, you're not a child. I'm not finna rock you like a baby. You got to get up here and get your own. Get your own. You got to get it out the mud, man. But that man sat around all this time, man. They said that man, oh my God, and wore a wire. They said this man been wearing a wire. Bro, people ain't right. Some people just ain't right, man. At the end of the day, Dirk was taking care of everybody. I mean, he opened up a door for people in a lot of positions, but I don't think after he go to like the OTF, it's not gonna last too long. It ain't gonna stand too tall. You know what I'm saying? Without the head honcho of it. Who gonna stand on the business? Who gonna this? Who that? So this man was Booney Mo, co-defendant, and did not rock with Booney Mo. Booney Mo did not rock with him while he was in prison. So obviously was some foul play. Could somebody dig into the case and figure out this man's name and find out? But they still accepted and brought the man around. That was dumb. The man wore a wire. The man wore a wire and just told him the whole infrastructure. The man baby mama was killed while he was in prison and nobody from OTF did nothing. And he walked around in prison. This inside source. Walked around prison mad, very angry and took it personal. But he had a vendetta against Booney Mo. Even though Booney Mo ain't the one that went down. But he talked down on Booney Mo and talked bad about Booney Mo. So y'all let me know in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, share. It's your boy King Yo. Have a good morning, afternoon, swags.
Hey, these are facts. Shout out my boy King Yella on that, man. We're gonna do another video by him again, fair use. I think we're gonna touch 3 hours tonight, y'all. I think we might touch 3 hours, y'all. It is what it is. It is what the hell it is. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. Um, give me a quick second. Give me a quick second. Any of y'all showing love and appreciating the content, like I said, smash that like button. And my point again is to show some levels of the hypocrisy and the BS that be going on. Let's go, man.
We go, King Yella.
King Yella.
King Yella. King Yella. King Yella.
King Yella.
Again, why am I talking about King Yella? Let's go. What's going on? Again, one of my favorite content creators from Chicago. So I'm showing love to King Yella because I rock with King Yella. And I fucks with him heavy. So I'm gonna always go show support, but he's also like I say, in the mix. What does in the mix mean? He knows these people. He grew up with these people, bro. Let's go. This is King Yella's most recent video regarding this. Let's go.
Hey yo, it's your boy King Yella, man. For the people that don't know, on the Lil Durk case, the reason, I'm gonna give y'all the reason why, OTF Jam snitched on Lil Durk. So, in jail, you tell you, in jail, OTF Jam was talking down on them, mainly Booney Mo. Him and Booney Mo caught a case and he did the time. He was mad Lil Durk kept rocking with Booney Mo and wasn't going to stop messing with him. Knew it was real because Booney Mo was locked up and they wasn't rocking. They was locked up together. So they caught a case together in jail together, but they was not messing with each other. So they both did.
Okay, so this was the wrong videos I wanted to promote and show. But I'm gonna get to the right one. I'm gonna get to the right one, and I'm gonna show it to you in a bit. Irregardless of that, that can happen at a later date. My thing is, again, my thing is this, right? You are an individual in the streets, right? You have your mans who is sponsoring you. And when I say sponsoring you, I mean somebody who is taking care of you. What do I mean by taking care of you? I mean that this man is here to actually take care of you and your family. You want me to get specific? I'll get specific. What I'm talking about is that Dirk was taking care of these grown men. These men come out of jail for 12 plus years and they have nothing to their name. Not a thing. Not an MFing thing, man. And this man, Dirk, decided to actually help these bastards. He decided to. He didn't have to. He could have said, F these niggas. He could have done that. He could have done that, but he decided to have some kind of grace and actually help these ungrateful bastards in order for them to get in a position. Why did he do that? He did that because of love, because of appreciation, because he rocked with these ungrateful bastards. And these are the same people that went on some Judas Iscariot mission and willing to rat on him and snake him and destroy him. Why? For a check. For a check. For money. For money and for freedom. The biggest reason, again, is freedom. They betrayed him for freedom. Same reason that Judas is, because this is the best example of betrayal. Again, I'm not comparing Dirk to Jesus. Lil Durk is far from Jesus. He's not Jesus at all. He is a sinner as well, and he participated in sin. Again, I'm using this as an example and an analogy. I'm not using it as a literal definition of what actually happened. What actually happened is niggas in the streets got with other niggas in the streets, and niggas in the streets caused this, fam. Niggas in the streets caused this.
Here we go, King Yella.
No King Yella. Judas Iscariot, OTF Jam was on his Judas-ish. Judas got sold Jesus Christ for money, for pieces of silver. He ratted, snaked his mans for that. OTF Jam ratted and destroyed his mans for freedom. And this is all alleged. We do not know the details of this because this is going to go to trial in the next 2-3 years. Again, let's listen to what King Yella has to say before we get to the last and concluding parts of this.
King Yella. King Yella. King Yella. King Yella.
Yo, I'm back at y'all with another one. I know y'all hate it, but I'm gonna keep the situation going. You know, man, I'm podcasting. I'm updating y'all on street Chicago politics on the news on what's going on. Ain't nobody else gonna do what I do. Y'all know they said this was a Lil Durk fan page. But hey, I see y'all too. Stop saying somebody happy. I'm not happy nor am I sad. I'm a grown man. Folks in them grown men. We got different sides from different sides. But you think I don't have the right to speak on them and put my 2 cents in everything that I want to, anything that I want to. Because guess what I do? Turn my camera on and talk my ish. If you don't like it, you don't have to like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to click the video. Why is you watching me if you don't like me? Make that make sense. But with that being said, I'm just going to do this. Your boy Lil Durk, man. This is how he got blurred. They say Lil Durk tried fleeing the U.S. yesterday on a private jet to Italy after OTF were arrested in Chicago. He initially booked flights to Dubai and to Switzerland, but didn't board by 6:40. The FBI learned of his 9 p.m. Italy flight and arrested him on the way to Miami airport. On the way to the airport. What else is this? It says, in Banks charged documents, federal investigators said witness and or their family members have already received threats or have been contacted in what appear to be attempts to influence their participation in their investigation. Update, Chicago rapper Lil Durk planned to take a private jet to Italy after associates were arrested and murdered. I just said that. The feds say now Lil Durk in custody in Florida charged with putting a monetary bounty out for the killing of boy. So they saying this threat's been going on already. People already threatening people saying this is them. And I hate when y'all always did.
By the way, I hate to stop the stream, but y'all better get in the likes, man. Show your boys some love and get in the chat. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know how y'all feel. And let me say this. I do this. If y'all send super chats, I take a shot. And we only got one more video left in this whole MFN stream before I shut it down. Y'all ain't send me a super chat, but I'm going to cheers it up. I'm going to take a shot anyways because I rock with me. You send me another super chat, or you send me a super chat to start it with. Y'all get active in the chat. I'll take one more shot. Cheers to us. Cheers to everybody. It's 12:12 Eastern. Much love. Shout out to King Yella. And we doing this. Mm. 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 And again, the reason I'm not advertising what type of shot I took is because I'm not sponsored by y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to give me that Puff Daddy sponsorship for me to advertise what I took a shot of. You know what I mean? Irregardless of that, y'all have been getting the likes up, and I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who's been giving likes. My thing is, like I said from the very beginning, Lil Durk arrested for murder for hire. As the head honcho, as the boss of OTF, only the family, he crashed out. He caught a massive L, and it's horrible. It's horrible because this could have been avoided. This could have always been avoided. I've said this multiple times. This is a man who was in position to lead the revolution. The thing is, he trusted snakes and rats. He was loyal to individuals who were not loyal to him. He followed the street nigga code when his people would not follow the street code. Durk is not necessarily a victim, but Durk, I believe, is gullible to understanding who his people were, to understanding the type of rats and snakes were in his grasp. Keep in mind, King Yellow grew up with a lot of these niggas, man. Why am I using King Yellow for commentary? I'm using King Yellow for commentary because King Yellow knows these niggas. He knows the type of individuals that snaked, you know what I mean, that snaked Lil Durk. OTF members were arrested, man. And guess what? They only have to crack a few eggs. Meaning the feds only have to crack a few eggs to crack the top.
That's what pissed me off, man. Oh, why? Because I come from Chicago, I come from that. If I could diss a nigga and say that, I could speak on whatever I want to say, bro. And everything that I'm saying is right here. This is what I'm reading. I'm reading, basically reading y'all and just putting my 2 cents on it and mixing it up in a pot, hurricane wrist on the stove, and just giving it to y'all. Shout out to all my supporters, to everybody that really rock with me. But y'all know.
Again, shout out to my supporters, anybody who rock with me as well. Shout out to them.
There'll be a bunch of haters on here. How y'all mad at me for reporting on what's going on? Let me pop my shit. I'm popping what's going on. Let me update y'all on what's going on. How's y'all mad at me about what's
Shout out my boy King Gullah. You paying too much attention to the haters.
going on? Oh, thank you, baby. Little Wingstop. You can't get mad at me. You can't get mad. Hey, listen, Durk can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at me. Ain't nobody. Listen, he got to get mad at himself, mad at his homies, mad at everybody.
Facts. Mad at his homies, mad at everybody.
Ain't nobody winning this war. It's over with, man. Or the war, the fake war, whatever y'all thought it was.
Yeah.
Dead or in jail. I've been telling y'all that. Go back to all the videos, me telling y'all this is what's going on. This is what's going on. How y'all, come on, bro. For real, bro. Can't nobody do nothing till you did it to yourself. That's everybody. Grown man, 32 years.
Facts. Keep in mind, man, Durk is 32 years old, fam. Durk is 32 years old, man. Like, you're a grown man. Any decision you make is on you, family. It's not like anybody can make you do anything. You're a grown man. You're a 32-year-old man. Any decision you make is up to you. And unfortunately, this decision has the ramifications of getting you in the bin for another 30. Who else has had 30 years on him? There's another person who is a BD. Well, maybe a GD, more so a GD, but BDs and GDs was basically the same thing at a certain point. That got a 30-year sentence for murder for hire. That individual is Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover did. And you know what? Let's search up his history, man. Let's search up his history before we finish off this stream. There's no reason for us not to finish off his stream. So we're going to read a little bit about Larry Hoover. Why? Because let me make this perfectly clear. Lil Durk is a black disciple, man. He's a BD, Chicago gang, who was the originator of the BD, Black Disciples. And I'm getting the burps. It is what it is. I'm getting lit. David Barksdale. King David. Who is David Barksdale? I'm going to show you who he is. David Barksdale, this guy right here. He's the originator of the Black Disciples gang. What does Larry Hoover have to do with any of this? Let's read them. Let's find out. Let's F around and find out. Let's F around and find out. Because Lil Durk is a continuation of the Chicago gangland wars between the Black Disciples and the Gangster Disciples, who were originally united and together. And this is how it links to Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo was super cool with Lil Durk. Quando Rondo was super cool with King Von. Quando Rondo was super homies with all these individuals. They were all close. But it unlikely led to an end. And I'm going to play a little bit of a video and then I'm going to speak on it in a little bit. So let's have a little bit of the video. Let's speak on it.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to
By the way, like the stream, man. I'm cooking with fish grease. Y'all fuck with me. Y'all rock with me.
another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, but I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, y'all see the title. But before we get into it, keep in mind everything I'm about to speak on is alleged by the feds.
Again, alleged. None of this is proven. Meaning this is all going to court.
Now let's get into it.
I'm saying though, they got 63rd niggas, some dirty ass niggas, man. We've been ready.
You see what I'm talking about? Quando Rondo. Well, sorry. Not only Quando Rondo with King Von, Quando Rondo with Durk.
On 6-0, we've been ready to put another nigga. Yeah.
On 6-0. 60 Crip. Neighborhood Crip. Let's go.
Yeah.
Niggas on social media claiming they flag and incriminating themselves.
Quando's a little boy. I used to have him like this, saying fuck 63rd. Me and Vaughn.
There's video of this?
Google it.
Lil Pop Mother. The spark for all of them.
They be saying Sly for Vaughn. I think they trolling me.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Thursday.
For some reason, I don't see them comments no more. Our kids, he's self-snitching. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now, I gotta say this. Even though I am a fan of Durk, we have a thing within not only drill culture, but criminal culture in bragging. Facts. If you pulled off a crime, you want to brag. You feel yourself. These are facts. These are facts. So what Dirk said in there was a little he feeling himself because he believed he got away with murder. Here's what it is.
October 24, 2024, Chicago rapper Dirk Banks, aka Lil Durk, was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals in Broward County, Florida, on one charge of murder for hire.
So anyways, this is a continuation of what was spoken about in the previous video by Poetic Flacco. So I'm not going to waste too much time on that. I'm going to speak a bit more about what actually happened within the Larry Hoover, David Barksdale situation between the GDs and the BDs and how that actually matters into modern contexts of Lil Durk and King Von and everybody in between. All right. So this one I'm going to talk about. So right now I'm going to be reading out the Wikipedia of Larry Hoover. So in essence here, what it says is in 1969, Hoover and David Barksdale called the truce and decided to combine both of their respectful rival gang, Supreme Gangsters and Black Disciples together to become the Black Gangster Disciple Nation, BDGN. 1969. So David Barksdale and Larry Hoover, these two individuals decided to combine the gangs because the gangs were actually not separate. And why does that matter? This matters because Lil Durk and FBG Duck were rival gang members, meaning that FBG Duck was a gangster disciples and Lil Durk was a black disciple. But their predecessors from about 30 years prior combined them tools. So why does this matter today? It matters today because where it starts is also where it ends. Where it starts is also where it ends. So, anyways, let me read here what I'm saying. In 1974, after the leader of the Black Disciples, David Barksdale, died of kidney failure stemming from injuries incurred in a 1970 assassination attempt, Larry Hoover, took over the reins of the Black Gangster Disciples Nations. He deemed himself the chairman of the crew at the time. The Disciples had controls of Chicago's South Side turf under the Hoover's rule. The Black Gangster Disciples Network took over a majority of Chicago's drug trade. While incarcerated in 1978, Hoover formed Folks Nation, which added all gangs in the personal likeness and interest to relate to the BGDN, such as Lady, Satan, Maniac Latin, Spanish Gangster Disciples, Amber Rose, and Two Boys, Two Sixes, Six City Royals, Northside Insane Pops, La Raza Nation, Spanish Cobras, Imperial Gangsters, Harrisons, and Latin Eagles. The Folks Nation maintained their ground from within the prison property to drug ruffling streets. While Hoover was incarcerated, he ran the Grant's illicit drug trade both in prison and in the streets, starting with Chicago's West Side, later extending throughout the United States. Similarly, certain parts of the affiliate Folks Nations line became to expand to parts of the United States, including the Midwest, of which Chicago is in. As of 2022, the Gangster Disciples has confirmed expansions to Indianapolis, Kansas City, Minneapolis, Detroit, Milwaukee, Birmingham, Cincinnati, Memphis, and Hoover's birthplace of Jackson, Mississippi. The Folks Nation include that of Black Disciple Nations, also personified a rivalry with the People Nation, which could include other gangs as Almighty Peastone Nation, run by Jeff Ford, who today shares the same prison facility as Hoover and is also a Mississippi-born nation. So I want to give y'all some perspective. Jeff Ford, shout out to Jeff Ford. Jeff Ford was a leader of the Almighty Peastone Nation, which in itself was a gang in Chicago, but the Peastones were revolutionaries to a certain degree that were anti-establishment and were similar to the Black Panther movement. So you have two leaders of two street gangs that are actually in the same prison looking for the same type of resolve, the same type of ish, in literally the same prison, leading those gangs when those gangs were actually meant to do greater and do better. But the modern iterations are actually doing bad and doing crimes and doing evil. Ain't that crazy? The more things change, the more they stay the same. And anyways, I'm gonna read this Wikipedia dot, of these individuals. Then I'll play the last thing before we hop out and pop out, man. In general, bro. And I'm gonna finish this off on some fun ish, man. Because we've been getting deep in here, you know what I mean? Anyways, so here's what it is. Folks Nation, including not a black gangster disciples, also personified a rivalry with People Nation, we're including other gangsters to Almighty P. Stone, run by Jeff Ford, who today shares the same prison facility as Hoover and is also a Mississippi born native. Again, what I said, Almighty Vice Lord Nathan, Latin Kings, Mickey Cobras, Southside Almighty, and St. Popes, these Southside factions were rival with Simon City Royals, Satan Disciples, and Two Sixes, causing them to splinter themselves from the North Side faction. Almighty Saint and Four Corners Hustlers, the Gangster Disciples, also engaged in a city rivalry with South Memphis crew, their love murdering gangsters, formerly LMG Mafia. So then there's the dispute between the GDs and the BDs, Black Disciples and Gangster Disciples. In 1960, 1989, the Black Gangster Disciples began having leadership problems as they noticed Hoover's leadership of the Folks Nations alienated, alliance deteriorated once he shifted his sole focus towards the now splintering Gangster Disciples. The decline of Black Gangster Disciple Nation leadership infiltrated a majority of its members and resulted in two gangs separating into the aforementioned Gangster Disciples and Black Disciples. So, meaning they splintered. There was originally the same gang. GDs and BDs was the same thing. And then they splintered in the 1990s. These are facts. One instance of the split later animosity was a drug dealing dispute in Englewood neighborhoods of Chicago South Side, which escalated into a shooting that killed several people. So BDs and GDs was together. They was together. People Nation, you know what I mean? GDs and BDs separated 1990s, and then there was a drug deal that went wrong. Niggas got to shooting each other. Again, what I'm trying to say here, again, this is the most important part. Dirk and Duck was part of the same gang all along. They was part of the same shit all along. And because of a stupid drug deal in the 1990s, they became splintered. Wouldn't it have been beautiful to see Duck and Dirk take over the rap game together? It would have been beautiful, y'all. But instead, we have this goofy. We have this perverted goofy right over here. He's a perv, man. I'm sorry to say it. Dude is somewhere. I love Kanye, but I think Kanye might be a GD. Is Kanye a GD? I think I gotta put that in the chat. Is Kanye a GD? Y'all gotta do a vote. Y'all gotta do a poll on. I think I gotta set that up. Let me see if I can put it in the settings, man. Is Kanye a GD? Kanye is a GD, y'all. I mean, was he chilling with Ruga? Oh my God, man. We have Kanye with Ruga, y'all. JHE Ruga, man. I'm sorry to say. Anyways, man, let me finish what I'm talking about. Kanye is a whole GD. Anyways, man. Let me say. Back in 1989, the Black Disciples began having leadership problems as they noticed Hoover's leadership of Folks Nations alliance alienated once he shifted his sole focus towards the now splintering gangsters disciples. Okay, so Hoover shifted to the GDs. The decline of BGDN leadership infiltrated a majority of its members and resulted in the two gangs separating into the aforementioned gangster disciples and reincarnated black disciples. One instance was split as animosity with drug dealing dispute in Inglewood neighborhoods of Chicago South Side, which escalated into a shooting that killed several people. In 1993, Huber claimed to have renounced his violent criminal past and became an urban political celebrity in Chicago. Hoover proclaimed the GD initials change to growth and development. Shout out to growth and development. In 1922, Hoover claims that he no longer affiliates with Gangster Disciples and wants no part of the gang whatsoever. He also claimed that he no longer the Larry Hoover people sometimes talk about, or he is written about in the papers, or a crime figure by the government. Many believe it is a ruse for a plan for a sentence to be reduced or either way appealed. So these claims, or what I'm talking about, is Larry Hoover, a man who has been a proclaimed GD for most of his life, decided I'm no longer a GD like Kanye West. I'm going to be somebody who focuses on building the community and not being involved. Before we leave out here tonight, I want to show y'all something that I want y'all to realize and at least look at before we move on, man. By the way, fair use, and understanding. Let's go.
I'm sorry for your loss, man. I like Duck. You know, I mean, I've always said it. I didn't get to hang out with him like that, but I did interview him twice, and he seemed like a good dude.
For reference, this video came out in 2020 after FBG Duck had actually been killed. And of course, DJ Vlad is interviewing one of the members of FBG. This was a minute ago, y'all. This was potentially 2020, right after FBG Duck had got killed. So let's go.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, man.
But Duck one on Tuga. Duck one a motherfucker that you put 250K on. Sorry, or 100K. Duck, he won the killer game. Who putting that much money on a motherfucker who ain't never killed nobody, gang? It wasn't. But in real life, though, let me drop these jewels. It wasn't about the killing. It wasn't about the street shit with Duck. For Duck, with Duck. Duck was a fucking threat, gang, with the music. For real, for real. Now listen to this though. Duck finna get ready to get signed with Rap a Lot, right? Jay Prince coming to get ready to sign Duck.
Okay.
He getting ready to take Duck out the Sony deal because he telling Duck, showing Duck, oh man, this deal, they got you on a fucked up deal, shorty. I'm finna get you out this fucked up deal and give you a bigger bag. On Tuga grade. And they knew if that boy got that money, a lot of shit was gonna change. If that boy got that real key to the industry, he's gonna be a problem inside this industry for us. We gonna be forced, shorty. We gonna be forced to hit this nigga. We gonna be forced. And then what a lot of motherfuckers don't talk about, like the little nigga Lil D and all the other motherfuckers from O Block, they peoples who testified against them that they don't even, you know what I'm saying? Of course they gonna say butter, but motherfuckers ain't talking about how they people, the motherfuckers who they locking the gates for David or opening the gates, whatever they doing for King David upstairs, right? Them is the motherfuckers who came and got down on them boys for real. Them is the motherfuckers who gave them boys text messages, group chats. They people. Not my side. My side can't. How the fuck we gonna get our hands on these type of information?
What he's saying is that the GD side had not as much power as the BD side, Black Disciples, right? The BD side is clearly the Durk King Von side. The GD side is the Butter and the FBG Duck side. He's trying to say within this interview that, you know what I mean, Lil Durk was implicated in some shootings and some gangster shit that he doesn't want to admit, that Lil Durk is payrolling the gangsters. He's funding the gang shit. Why? Because he has the most money. Let's go.
Right? Everybody arrest video coming out from when they got arrested for this duck case.
Yeah.
They ain't show Moowop yet. Or C Murders, have it? Have y'all saw Moowop or C Murder go to?
Again, FBG Butter is saying that Muwap, BD, OTF affiliate, is implicated in Ish, but somehow got away with Ish. How's he getting away with that? He's being funded.
Jail on camera yet? Because everybody else involved in that case, arrest footage is on camera. No bullshit. Y'all ain't seen Moowop and C Murders, have y'all? Y'all wanna know why?
Why is that?
Because they got locked up with the fucking informant himself. On Tuka, shorty. They got locked up with the FBI biggest informant, gang. Think about it.
He is saying that the informant, the rat, is part of Lil Durk squad. Let's go.
They got snatched off a private jet.
Lil Durk's crew has a bunch of rats. So let's go. And he got snatched up at the airport.
Dude, them niggas ain't even had no real good ass lawyers. How the
them niggas is broke, so somebody funded
fuck you think they paying for a private jet, gang?
They too broke to afford a private jet. Who's funding them? Durk.
Well,
that's why he doing that face. He's trying to tell them without telling them that Durk is funding them niggas.
Right
Von
after
did. Von did.
So Von did. So Von cannot fund them. Who else is funding them other than Durk? Durk is in a casket. Somebody else funded them. Put the cases together. DJ Vlad.
What?
Von is dead, right?
Okay. Well,
how the fuck is these niggas paying for a jet?
At the time, yeah.
Ooh.
Bingo. How they paying for a jet when Von, their main funder, is dead?
Who the fuck got a jet fueled up and got these boys flew to Chicago in 5 hours?
Somebody with money, and that's not Von. Understand?
Who got money to do that? They ain't got no jet money, gang.
I don't got jet money.
Come on, bro. Them boys got snatched at the airport on a private
Who has jet money?
hangar.
I'm going to be right back. Let Butter talk to y'all.
Come on, bro. Stop playing. Think about it. They called Durk, hey, you get them fucking guys here, we gonna come get you with them. Cause just like the evidence they had on Shorty, and they had on Durk too, that you just paid to get your fucking brother killed. How you not in jail? We ain't talking about this shit. This shit just ain't happening in our face, huh? Guess what, bitch? Bugs Bunny back again. The rapper got the gun, and I know what I'm doing with this bitch, bro. Y'all quit. Now, seriously, though. This is a real fact, though. Really think about this. Who the fuck you know name get brought up and with actually proven facts that you done paid me some money to go kill a motherfucker. And I'd have killed the wrong motherfucker, too. You didn't pay me to kill. I'd have killed the wrong motherfucker for me to turn around and go kill a right motherfucker, though. But you.
He's telling the whole plot. Why is he telling the whole plot? He's telling the whole plot because him and his people was either got the drop on him, they knew about it, or the feds told them about it, or the streets were talking. So the options are very clear. What I think happened, again, is the streets were talking. What are the streets? The streets is niggas out here who have their feet on the land, who understand that they have connection with the feds and everything else, and let Butter know that Durk knew about everything. Durk was implicated in everything. Durk was funding the street niggas. Let's go. Let's go. He's saying this because he knows, fam. He's not saying this because he don't know. He's saying this because he knows.
At the airport on a private hangar. Come on, bro. Stop playing. Think about it. They called Durk, hey, you get them fucking guys here. We're going to come get you with them. Because just like the evidence they had on Shorty, and they had on Durk too, that you just paid to get your fucking brother killed. How you not in jail?
He is saying that Durk got Quando Rondo a murder for hire. Let's go.
We ain't talking about this shit. This shit just ain't happening in our face, huh? Guess what, bitch? Bugs Bunny back again. The rapper got the gun, and I know what I'm doing with this bitch, bro. Y'all quit. Now, seriously, though.
Nigga speaking in codes.
This is a real fact, though. Really think about this. Who the fuck you know name get brought up and with actually proven facts that you done paid me some money to go kill a motherfucker. And I'd have killed the wrong motherfucker, too. You didn't pay me to kill. I'd have killed the wrong motherfucker for me to turn around and go kill a right motherfucker, though. But you, the police know. I work for you. Cause they say Shorty flat out told they ass like, man, shit, Lil Durk told me to do that shit, and he paid me to do it.
So Butter knows about the rats in Durk's camp. Butter knows the rats in Durk's camp. He even knows the rats in his camp.
Right? Showing receipts. Like, this nigga gave me real money to get this man gone. A lot of money. Right? Why is this man not in jail, gang? This shit just happened, what? 3 months ago? When Shorty said that shit?
A valid question.
He just won a motherfucking a Grammy, motherfucker. A week, 2 weeks ago.
2023.
I don't know, man. Sound like some backdoor Illuminati shit to me. I'm saying, and motherfucker.
Backdoor shit been happening, meaning people backdoor Lil Durk. And he, meaning Butter, got the drop on people backdooring him because somebody feeding him information or the streets feeding him. And let me tell you something, the streets gonna talk.
I think that the Illuminati not real. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Now, seriously though, on some real shit though. How did this happen? When Yo Gotti name was allegedly brought up for murder for hire, they went and grabbed Yo Gotti right away. No bullshit. They went and grabbed Yo Gotti the same fucking day. Yo Gotti mugshot was posted all over the internet. Murder for hire, etc., etc., etc. Lil Durk name, the paperwork dropped with Shorty No for Face World on this bitch. It's six little niggas from Face World or somewhere else, all them telling about this, that, and the third. And the bitch.
Let's fact check that. Let's fact check the fact that, you know what I mean, Yo Gotti had a murder for hire. So Young Dolph murder suspect. I'm put on the screen. Young Dolph murder suspect admits to killing rapper in $100 hit from Yo Gotti's brother. Meaning the murder for hire was linked to Yo Gotti's brother, but not necessarily Yo Gotti. So Yo Gotti was not necessarily implicated in the murder for hire for Young Dolph. It's just that the brother did. Irregardless of that, I think Yo Gotti was involved, but Yo Gotti is not necessarily hit with charges yet. Irregardless of that, what Butter is saying is that Yo Gotti should have been implicated. This is dry snitching. It is what it is.
Big dog name just keep coming up, and no bullshit. They want to get.
But my thing is, Durk dry snitch on himself.
Yeah, bro. Yo Gotti the same fucking day. Yo Gotti mugshot was posted all over the internet. Murder for hire.
That's false. That's false. But it is what it is. Say your shit.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Lil Durk name. The paperwork dropped with Shorty No for Face World on this bitch. It's six little niggas from Face World or somewhere else, all them telling about this, that, and the third. And the big dog name just keep coming up, but he ain't in jail. They came and got me, gang, for some petty shit. Because my name got brought up 52 shootings and all this other goofy ass shit, right? And they came and got me.
Well, listen, I don't know about whatever Durk's involvement is,
Man.
whatever, but when you have a lot of money, you have a.
So he dry snitching, or just not even just dry snitching, just saying facts, is that Durk is involved with all of this. Keep in mind, this interview came out 2 years ago.
A lot of great lawyers, and your lawyers do their job.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
Broski.
And I don't know nothing about.
Oh my God, Lord. I don't get no fucking. Bro, Bill Cosby.
This nigga done broke down the whole case, the whole indictment, everything that's going on right now. He broke it down in like a little 9-minute clip, but DJ Vlad is casually ignoring that and entertainment purposes.
He is in jail, bro.
He's out.
Well, he went to jail.
He went to jail. He got out though.
R. Kelly in jail.
Right.
Lil Wayne went to jail, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Kodak Black's in jail.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
They got money though, bro.
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie, they bigger.
Again, the fact remains that these niggas crashed out. Is drill demonic? Obviously, yes. It's been demonic. Hip-hop music, I believe, is close to the end or over. Of course, you can listen to it to enjoy it, but that BS is done. You have to listen to country music, EDM, or some other ish because this is over, y'all. The police have decided we're going to target this genre and we're going to destroy it. That's what they decided. Is it a bad thing? Because they're attacking gangster drill rap. I'm not mad at that. Because drill music is demonic and it actually destroyed our community. These are facts. I told y'all I'm a big fan of Lil Durk. I told y'all I'm a Chief Keef fan. Of course, I told y'all I like music that's drill-like. But in our society, that's not going to go. We have to reimagine what it is to be a rapper, an artist. We have to not look up to crash out dummies. We have to do better with our society and community. It is what it is. It is what the hell it is. And for us to look anywhere else will make us ignorant and irresponsible. Like I say, if we want to do better, if we know better, we do better. And there's a simple metric and understanding. I'm going to slice up clips for this stream. And if you want to get special offers on this stream, it's going to be on Patreon or the YouTube membership, either or. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I rock with y'all, and I appreciate y'all as we do this. It's been the Big Broadcast, episode 90. 10 away from 100. And I'm out. We out.